Hello, let's review your MT3 LT1 final affirmation, or not final affirmation, but your affirmation. When you have a parabola, it is in the form of vertex form. It's y equals x minus h, the quantity squared, plus k. H is going to be your horizontal shift. K is going to be your vertical shift. So your vertex is going to be at h comma k. Now notice on this problem, it's not in the form of x minus h, is it? It's in the form of x plus h. So that means that it's x minus a negative 3 squared minus 2. Now our directions is we're going to plot 5 points. We're going to plot the vertex, and we're going to plot 2 points on the left and 2 points on the right. So what happens here, I know my vertex is going to be at negative 3 and negative 2. I'm going to put that in the middle of my table. So I'm going to make an XY table here. My vertex is going to be at negative 3, negative 2. I'm going to pick a couple points to the left and a couple points to the right. So we'll have like negative 2 and negative 1. That'll be to the right. Negative 4, negative 5. That will be to the left. Now let's put in one of these numbers. So I have x plus 3 squared minus 2. Let me write that down so I don't have to go back and forth all the time. So we have x plus 3 squared minus 2. Well, let's start when x is negative 2. So I'm going to have negative 2 squared, or negative 2 plus 3 squared minus 2. Negative 2 plus 3 is 1. 1 squared minus 2, that's 1 minus 2, which is negative 1. I know my parabola is symmetric. So if I put in it when negative 2 is negative 1, negative 4 is also going to be at negative 1. I can do that because if I go negative 4 plus 3, I'll get negative 1 squared. I'll get the same answer. Now, let's do negative 1. So I'm going to say negative 1 plus 3 squared minus 2. Well, negative 1 plus 3 is 2. 2 squared minus 2. So I get 4 minus 2, which is 2. It's also symmetric. Now let's plot those points. I know my vertex is at negative 3 and negative 2. When you're at negative 2, I'm going to be at negative 1. If I'm at negative 4, I'm at negative 1. When I'm at negative 1, I'm up 2. When I'm to the left 5, I'm up 2. And there is our parabola. And that's what you should have done. You didn't have a shift. You only had a vertical shift, and you had no horizontal shift at all. Okay, this problem. You have everything right except for part B. Now, if I look at this problem, if I split my parabola, I split it right through the vertex, don't I? And you correctly named your vertex to be at 3 and negative 1. So your vertex has the same x-coordinate. It's x equals 3. The other thing to point out, I said write the equation. Equations have equal signs. So you have to write the equation of that yellow line we just drew in, or line of symmetry. So x equals 3, not 3 over 2. I don't know where you got that from, but that's your answer. Now, MT3, LT1 should be open for you. Go ahead and do that, or do the redo, and then give me any work. You should have some work for graphing.